Remember the signature siren of the 60s?
Yep.
The heralding of a new Bollywood siren. The hip-shaking, head-swaying, handsome star, Shammi Kapoor, who became a heartthrob of the millions. 14th August 2011, the news flashed, and every movie lover mourned his passing. Friends, famous or not famous, titans or Lilliputs, death is the greatest ever. Yet we do not want to come to terms with it. And friends, today I would like to bring back those words that Amitabh tweeted. The pendulum swings from one end to the other. Our lives follow suit. Here today, gone tomorrow. Friends, when I speak of this topic is considered always inauspicious and inappropriate at all times. A topic one would not touch upon even with a barge pole. And yet, we do not wish to accept the fact that one day I and you will know more. What I would like to focus upon is to know what is death. It is an important facet, an inseparable and inevitable facet of our being. When we focus on those aspects, we definitely need to focus on knowing why to plan and how to plan this important, even and inescapable facet of our life. With this, I would like to focus on the different aspects of death. The physical aspects, death is a termination of the biological functions of a living organism. Spiritual aspects, death isn't even beyond comprehension. An experience that can only be imagined. These kind of sermons you always see on the spiritual channel from A to Z. But most of all, I would like to focus on is the realistic aspect. We do not want to think on this. Men always fear thinking. We pass on to know that yes, death, we are strongly attached to life not because we love life, but because we fear death and being no more. We must learn to accept the fact that once we have lost our dear ones to life or to death, they are gone from us for the rest of our lives. We must learn to accept the fact that we have to live with the pain and the distress, but not forgetting the positive aspects of their life and the impact they had on us. Human beings often bribe their gods and goddesses, thinking that this investment will secure them a place in an illusory heaven. It does not happen because our emotions overpower our logical thinking. It takes me back to the incident back home. The cemetery was in a low-lying area, hence it is always difficult to lower a coffin during monsoon because of the water gushing, and the coffin was always found floating. It looks like as if the departed was not ready to depart. On one such occasion, when the undertakers were trying to lower the coffin, the same thing happened. And one of the workers dropped a huge stone on the chest of the coffin. Immediately my friend said, "Oh!" I looked at him sternly and said, after this service, "Listen, John, the death certificate clearly mentioned the cause of death, cardiac arrest. And nowhere it was mentioned that he forgot to breathe." Life and death are the natural order of things, and willing acceptance can ensure true happiness. With that, I would like to move on as to why we require plan. Death is a part of our living. And remember, we are never pre-informed as to when death will visit us. Hence, preparations be made during one's lifetime. And an action plan for putting away of life will definitely benefit the dying as well as the survivors too. Having said this, I would like to reflect upon how to plan. A few ways that you can do is create a trust, however big or small, for someone you love or the project dear to you, for those people whom you leave behind and to support them in their life. Second, you can buy an insurance plan. Although you may hate that person, that insurance agent, who comes to your house, sits in your drawing room, sipping the coffee that you offered, and has the audacity and the guts to tell your wife that this man of yours is worth much more when he is no more. Jokes apart, but it definitely helps to tide over the financial crisis that arise. Thirdly, you can pledge to donate your organs. In this most advanced technological world, one can definitely pledge to donate an organ like liver, heart, cornea, even though it will not be as beautiful as Aishwarya's. Or for that matter, the whole body for research purposes. What a noble idea. Lastly, create or make a will. By doing so, many a times people say, there's no vast amount of money involved, why should we do it? But it definitely helps you to decide upon leaving behind your prized possessions or mementos to a person of your choice. Put it on paper, make a copy and give it to a person whom you trust and may be able to execute your choice. Remember, strokes, accidents do not afford an opportunity for calling a meeting for discussion of choice. So why not do it now? Planning for death is vital, it can be educational, inspirational. At the same time, it acts as a catalyst for achieving peace and success without sacrificing happiness. Friends, death is a real trip, not a virtue. Hence, there can be no retakes for mistakes. Folks, plan for successful and satisfying demise. Because the pendulum swings from one end to the other. Our lives follow suit. Here today, gone tomorrow.